Hey friends, Dustin here. You're watching the Life of Lynn channel. Thank you guys so much. It helps me out. I love it when you watch the videos because then I want to make more videos. Smash the like button. It helps me. Today is a very important day. We're doing a big reveal and a big revival of a really cool car. You guys probably saw the thumbnail already. This is an opportunity that I've been wanting to take for a while, and it finally got to the point where we actually need to do it. We're saving this car before anything bad happens to it, and you'll see why here in a little bit. But today we're gonna go find a 1969 Chevrolet Camaro and see if we can get it running and driving. It's been abandoned in a backyard for 18 years now, and it has not run. The owner of it's actually a friend of mine, and he got into a situation where it became a bad daily driver. He used to drive it every day. It was his high school graduation present, actually, which is really cool. So it has a lot of sentimental value, and he used it as a daily driver for like 2 years after that. But it's a 69 Camaro, so it needs love. There's always little things that it needs, and they started adding up, so he decided to buy a different daily driver and park that as the fun car. And he did that for a couple of years, and then the repairs just got too severe. It got to the point where it was needing spark plugs all the time because it was leaking oil into the cylinders. So it probably needs valve seals, or more work than that. He said the carburetor was backfiring all the time, shooting fire out of it. Sometimes the throttle would get stuck wide open. So it just became to the point where it was too dangerous, and he's a good guy, but he's not super mechanically inclined, so he just parked it in his backyard, and that's where it's been sitting. It's a really cool car, and it has a really cool story, and with everything going on and stuff, I want to get it running for him again. So hopefully today I've got a handful of tools, jumper pack, an extra battery, some carb cleaner. Let's see if we can go get this thing found. For one, it's in basically a jungle, and see if we can get it fired up. It hasn't even been touched in 18 years. So that's the goal for today, guys. We're gonna go revive a 1969 Chevy Camaro. Let's get on the road. All right, guys, I'm at the place, and it's gonna get hot today. So we're starting early. It's 9 o'clock, but it's already toasty. For June, that's just crazy. Why is it so hot in June in Colorado? It's not supposed to be. Supposed to touch almost 100 degrees today. Not looking forward to it. I did wear shorts, but now looking at the overgrown jungle that I'm going to have to tackle, shorts might have been a bad idea. All right, guys, let's get in the yard. Let's see if we can manage our way back to this 69 Camaro. Let's see what we can do here. I'd like to get it kind of pushed out of the weeds far enough where I can work on it. I don't even know if I can open the hood. It's going to be a challenge today, and I'm going to sweat a lot. Let's get going. Somewhere back in this vast jungle sleeps a sad little Camaro. I can't even see it. Is it down there? All right, let's see if we can get to it. I should have brought my chains. Shorts were a bad idea. Oh, I think I see something back there. Yeah, it's over here. Oh, there it is, guys. that. I'm completely covered in bugs. Wow. I think this thing cleaned up is going to be stellar, but boy, do we have a lot. Hopefully the trees aren't growing up into it. Do the tires have air? I don't even know where to start. You know, I like seeing old cars that aren't rusted out. I think this one's probably been rebuilt 2 or 3 times. The paint's obviously been done, and it even had clear coat at one point in time. There it is, guys. We definitely have a chore to work on this thing, because I don't even know if I can get to the engine on it, to be honest with you. Good news is it's actually sitting on a concrete pad, so hopefully trees aren't growing up into it. The tires actually have air. It's got Krager SS's on it. Look at that. No rust. Has had some body work, especially on this door. See the Bondo. Used to be blue. Blue's a good color. Holy smokes. I can't even get back there. It's nothing but trees in front of me. So I'm really excited about this revival project, guys. This is a super cool car, plus it has sentimental value to a friend of mine. So it's ticking all the boxes of important things. And if we can get this thing going for him, I know he's just going to be tickled purple. Pink. Why did they say tickled pink? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, had a little body work on the top too. Hopefully we can get some of this kind of cleaned up on it. Somebody added an aftermarket sunroof, probably in the 70s or 80s. I'm sure that's leaked and completely destroyed the interior. So we better look at that. But first of all, let's see if I can get this thing in neutral and get it pushed back a few feet, because it does sit on a concrete pad, and there is a gate back there. I have a set of keys. Hopefully one of them unlocks that. I also have the set of keys to this car. Hopefully one of those makes it do things. Well, this is our first little walk around. Let's see if I can get this thing out of the weeds and the trees, and we can dive a little bit deeper into it and begin working on it. But, ooh, upholstery's rough. How many miles are on it? It says 36. I'm betting it's more than that, although the pedals look pretty good. Dash mat? Is the dash cracked? Oh wow, look at that, guys. I don't even think the dash is cracked underneath that mat. While there is definitely some work in here, it's not completely destroyed. A little bit of vinyl in this driver's seat and a stitch in the passenger door probably go a long ways. Maybe new carpet kit. I don't see any giant mouse nests immediately off the bat, but I do see one of the main reasons you stopped driving it is she was burning a lot of oil, foul out the plugs, so every few months you'd have to throw a set of plugs in it. Yeah, as you can see right there, there's one of the old ones. It was just copper, so we can run these through the bench grinder with the pokey outy eye thing on it, and probably clean these up with that and a little bit of brake clean. I also have a feeling that the timing's off, which might have been causing some of the issues. Ooh, crank windows, do they work? Oh, look at that. Door cards need some refinishing. All right. I'm gonna get this gate unlocked here, see if we can move some of these trees out of the way and push this car back into a spot where we can get to the engine. I gotta tell you though, as much as I love all these trees, one of the main reasons I'm trying to save this car is because, well, the tree above it died about 2 years ago, mostly. And those are giant branches, completely dead. The bark's falling off of them, hanging right over the top of this car. The summer storms we get out here, it won't be too long before a summer storm comes in and completely totals this car for good. And that is just sad, so we can't have that happen. So that's why the main reason why we're here helping out today. Maybe bolt cutters? That's my cutter. Nothing. Yeah. 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 Come on. The tires may have flat spotted just a little bit. Yeah. Let's rock. Come out. Well, guess it's time to get the truck. Go strap. Dab a leaf spring will do it. Slightly better working arrangements. Still not great. Let's go ahead and do a full tour of this thing. Tires a little low, but they're actually all still holding air. Let's open up some stuff and see what else we got. Kind of got an idea what's going on in the interior. It's a little rough. Let's see what's in the trunk. Well, no squirrels jumped out at me. That's a good sign. Ooh, dry rotted spare. Some mildew. It's clearly been wet on this air filter box. Starter, that's probably the used one, hopefully. Huh. Got kind of a puller kit. Ooh, more spark plugs. Ooh, ants. Lots of ants in here. That's fun. These fresh? Do we not have to buy some? Get out. Nope, those are not fresh. Those are bad. What else is in here? A fender cover. Cool. Ooh, another fender cover. I wonder if he minds if I keep these. I don't have a set of those. Some cat artwork. That's actually pretty cool. A hat. A lovely hat. 4-way. Some oil. Training fluid. That's a bad sign. Engine oil. It's normal. Ooh, more training fluid. More bad signs. Sounds like we got transmission leakage going on too. Pretty impressed. I don't know about the trunk floor. We'll get into that later once I get to the shop, but so far I'm not seeing this thing completely rotting into the ground. Got some surface rust from all this buildup of leaves that are holding moisture against the surface. That tail lights are intact. Bumper's actually fairly straight. Got a little chingadero there. Under the car, doesn't look too bad. Look at the grill. The grill even is pretty nice on this thing. General Electric headlamps still in it. Wow, front bumper, really straight, rust free. This car is so cool. As you can see, guys, I am very excited about this. Oh, you can see where a tree's been brushing against it. Help. Maybe we can buff that out of the clear on it. Windshield. It's got, you know, bird dirt on it, but looks all right. You gotta remember, these old ones, if the hinges rust up on you, don't yank up on the hood, because it'll bend it. You gotta jiggle it up. Come on, jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Oh boy. Yikes. Whew. All right, well, hope you're not afraid of spiders, 'cause they're thick. Oh boy. It says 307 on the side, so this should be a 5-liter car. Offenhauser intake. I wonder what carb's on this thing. I'm sure it's been tinkered with. A timered 7. Interstate battery. Those are good. I don't know if that one is anymore, but you never know. So yeah, this thing needs to go to a car wash, because I'm pretty sure all of this is immediately going to light on fire if I get this thing running. That actually looks relatively clean, so it looks like nobody's tried to start it with old fuel in it, which is good. Whew. All right, well, let's dive in a little bit here. Start checking on things. Ooh, a lot of fires come up through that. Look at that. Yeah, she was running rough when she got parked. Too much fuel and too much timing. Start checking the fluids. I don't do this in any kind of particular order, just whichever thing's next to my hand. That is, hello down there. That's empty. Cap back on. Power steering fluid. That's probably the least important fluid in here. That's empty. Okay, we're 0 for 2.
Hey, that's engine oil, and it says it's full. I mean, it looks like it's a diesel, but it's full. Oh, it smells like fuel. Yeah, this thing is running rich. Transmissions, fluids. Let's see what's going on in here. Oh, good. I got all kinds of dirt all over it. That's a plus. It's actually red and kind of where it needs to be. That's a plus. I gotta clean that off now. Awesome. Alright guys, I'm gonna put you on the tripod and dive into this thing. Let's see if we can make some progress. Since I saw so many quarts of transmission fluid in the trunk of this thing, picked us up some Lucas transmission fix, so maybe this can start working on the seals a little bit and condition that fluid a little bit. Make our drive in this thing a little bit better. If it drives. I should probably wait to the end to put this in, but since I'm sitting right here and I found it in the truck, tear top rope. I forgot my knife. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Good to go. Oh, that's supposed to be chrome color. Yeah, I guess that wasn't black painted after all. New. Yeah, the amount of stuff that's going to light on fire when I get this thing running, if I get this thing running, is it's substantial. There's a lot of things that are going to burn this to the ground. So if I do get it started, maybe I can find a hose, rinse it off a little bit. Radiator hoses, got the flexi kind, those have been replaced. Something still leaks though, because yeah, there's no water in this thing. What else we got? I got the fuel pump down here. Hopefully I got a piece of fuel line that I can get to go somewhere, but one of the first things I want to do after I pointlessly started cleaning this off is actually see if the motor still turns over. 18 years can cause a lot of damage. See if we can give it. Oh yeah. Yeah, I was able to turn it with the belt and the fan, and yeah, that's a good sound. Probably a little loose then. Whew, there's a lot of slack in this water pump. Maybe that's where a leak is. As always, guys, I never travel anywhere without my two-stroke gas mix. Got the 50-to-1 mix here, ethanol free, 92 octane. Good for your carb. Sidetrack, do we have brake fluid? Nope, those are bone dry. Bone dry. Oh wait. I mean, the brake fluid reservoir is not completely bone dry. It's got this in it. That's kind of fluid-like. Mostly rust. Well guys, now that we've checked all the fluids and confirmed the engine does turn over still, let's see if it'll turn over with the starter. Let's see what happens if we put a battery on this thing and give it some juice. I'm just going to give it a quick crank on the key, see if she turns over with the starter. Then we'll add a little bit of Liquido di Arneque. Yeah, go juice. Well, it appears the giant battery that I brought for no reason is dead. Alright, plan 2. Brought the Noco Boost HD. I was able to start the Barth with that. Well, try to start the Barth with it. These actually work pretty good. But if the battery's completely dead, they have a hard time figuring out where voltage should be. It's supposed to be automatic. So we'll leave this other battery hooked up so it knows that there's supposed to be a battery there. Let's give it a crank. hope you guys are as excited as I am about what just happened there. A little bit of carb cleaner sitting in there must have got her going. Do I want to risk this 18-year-old fuel that's in the tank and see if it'll burn it? Might be running rich enough where it's just going to be the right air-fuel ratio now. Who knows? I think I need to undo this fuel line coming from the fuel tank there so we don't accidentally suck up a bunch of trash, make those lines any worse than they are, or ruin our fuel pump since the filter's after the pump. If I have a piece of line I can tag on to the bottom of that, then maybe just put the line in our two-stroke premixed gas. Fuel pump might be able to feed off of that. Plus it's going to help clean up the carb. These things, basically a whole toolbox. I found some line that's probably heater hose and way too big, but if we get a clamp tight enough on there, this might work. Of course, always in the truck is all different sizes of those clamps, so you can just clamp anything. You guys ever want to see a review video on the Duramax and all the junk that I keep in it? Just pop it down in the comments down below and let me know. Also let me know how I'm doing on this revival of the 69 Camaro. Also, it's hot. I'm sweating a lot already and I'm out of breath. Probably should have brought water. I didn't. Take a look and see what we got going on here. We got the True Fuel. That's going to be nice. We've got some line that was actually the exact size I needed. And it's going down there to the fuel pump. Little mechanical guy, looks original. We can get that fuel pump to draw out of this, make it run off of it. But for now, I'm going to use some starting fluid, kind of fill her up and see if we can't get it to pop off that way and run for a little bit. Guys, I'm an 80s child. I was right in that weird era where they're switching from carburetors that had way too much emissions crap on them to fuel injection. Yeah, this thing's not in the best of shape, I'll be honest with you. So, major carburetor issues, possibly some top end issues. Seems fine. Let's see if it can run. Sounds slightly promising. Running, kind of. Okay, not anymore, but fuel pump actually works. We are sucking out of our can. Wow, it sucked a lot. That's amazing. I'm excited. Not near as smoky as I thought it'd be for what I heard about the oil leaks and stuff. This thing actually sounds pretty good. I think it's got some hot mufflers. water pump's making a horrible noise. I thought it was the engine at first, but let's take a look. I heard this knocking type noise, but I'm almost certain it's that water pump. Look at that thing jiggling right there. You just hear that kind of metallic-y grinding. Well, we're running out of fuel already. I gotta get some more true fuel. Sun's starting to poke out on us, but I did find some hose. Maybe we can find a garden spigot somewhere. Hey, another can of this. This one's full. That might get us to the shop. We only got about 5 miles we got to drive this thing, which is a little sketchy without brakes, I admit, but I think that's enough fuel to get us there, hopefully. Let's get the motor rinsed off so it doesn't burst into flames. Get the radiator topped off. Oh boy, I gotta go through this again? Well, I keep filling the radiator up, and it keeps gurgling back down. Maybe the block was empty. Gurgle. Gurgle, gurgle. Gurgle. Alright, guys. Well, it's getting toasty outside and windy. Again. I'll wait for it to stop. Gorilla tape. It's made out of gorillas. But this looks promising. It's basically like this engine bay was made for this. True fuel can sits right there. You just put a little tape around the handle. Put a little bit of your fuel hose right next to this sharp metal object here. Right down to the fuel pump. Now the key is, can I get it started and it running good enough to take my jumper pack off there? Or do I need to tape the jumper pack under the hood too? Let's go inside and get a bird's eye view. Get the windows, it's a little. Well guys, I think we figured out some more problems why I got parked. That tranny's slipping like crazy. I'm gonna shut it off and put some more fluid in it. Now that it's level, see what happens. So basically, we're to the point of, do I go to the auto parts store and grab one more cord, or just sneak this thing over to the shop real quick? A little gentle light since we don't have brakes anyway. And we can really begin working on it. Safely semi-shut the hood. If you never drove a car with no brakes and you're using the parking brake while simultaneously pulling the parking brake release, I highly don't recommend it. We got water temp. We got oil pressure. Alright, let's go for a gear. Yep. Howdy! Alright, it's moving under its own power. I'm very willing to put this thing somewhere it shouldn't be in order to avoid wrecking. But so far so good. Oh, those tires are bad. Oh, we actually grabbed second gear there. Just a quaint little Tuesday drive. Nothing to see here. Sounds healthy. Sounds really good. Oh, there's second gear again. 18 years of dirt and ants just blew into my mouth. Hoping the railroad track is free up here and we can shoot across and make that 5 miles 4 miles. All right, here we go. Wow, it's really going. There's second. We're about to lose the mirror. All right, I don't want to go any faster than 30 because although the parking brake is working, I'm afraid I'm going to step on it too hard and the cable's going to snap and then I'm going to crash. Then I got to tell my buddy that I'm trying to fix his car, but in all reality, I wrecked it. Let's not do that. Look at this view though. No trains today. Oh, downshifted. Well, we have confirmed the rear tires do spin. Well guys, I'm going to end it off there for today. I got over 4 hours of footage that I got to condense into something that's bite-sized for you guys. So a lot of editing ahead of me on this one. This is going to be a long-term project. We got to tear this thing apart, see what's all wrong, get into that fuel system, obviously take the fuel tank and everything out. Brakes, yeah, we kind of need those, although I didn't get here today. And it needs a bath because it's been 18 years. Please subscribe, like the videos, shoot a comment down below. Helps me out more than you guys know. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. We'll see you next time.